Okay everyone, so I'm actually trying something different today, and just let me know if you like this better, where I'm going to be doing like my videos without music in them and just the voiceover. I've seen where some people they like the music, other people they don't, like especially like on other channels. I haven't really had anybody tell me that on this channel, so I don't know. But I try not to pick music that's like super annoying. So yeah. But anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm going into the Hypnogel collection, and so that's colors 13 through 18, and I'm just going to be swatching those. And these are really pretty, like gels. They kind of remind me of like the cat eye gels because of the magnet, and then they do sort of like change colors just a little bit. It's almost like a chameleon sort of thing, where it's like not even that, it's like the color shift. They shift colors. That's kind of what it is. And you will see that in a minute. And then, although I didn't figure this out yet in this part, you will see later on where I decided to put black down on the bottom of the swatch stick, and honestly that helped. And although it doesn't say it in the directions, I think, or this is what I'm going to tell you should do, because I also did this on a client yesterday actually, because they wanted number 18, which is a really pretty green color. But what I ended up doing was taking like one of my Valentino gels, like my black gel color, and I took it and I put one layer of it on the nail, and then I went ahead and used the Hypnogel as or like a topper, like kind of like you would, like, if you have like you have on lipstick and then you put like a metallic sort of color over top, like as a lip topper, kind of the same idea here. So that's what I did, and that helped with the color payoff. It honestly turned out looking, the first layer, honestly I probably could have passed with it, but just because you're supposed to use the magnet, still do the second layer, because I tried to do the magnet on one of the nails on the first layer and it almost looked like the color had come up. So that's why I suggest you just go ahead and do 2 layers. But other than that, if you do find you're having a problem with them being extremely sheer, put a black base under the bottom. And so you'll see me do that, but I just basically, what I did here is I took, although I'd already put all of these on top, I just flipped it over and put the black gel color over under the bottom of the swatch stick when it was all said and done. And then I just put some of the D&D No White top coat under the bottom, and then also on the top, and it turned out perfectly fine. So that is what I would tell you all when you're doing this. And real quick, I was going to say this right here is what made me think that putting a black base underneath would help with the colors. That specifically told me right there to put a black base underneath, because you see how opaque it looked right there, but it's like so sheer just on the swatch stick by itself. So that is really what I suggest you do with this. Okay, so now we're getting into the glow gel collection, and this is the first one. And y'all, let me give y'all a little backstory. So with this, I purchased this thinking like, I don't know, I was so excited to get them. I was like, wow, I don't have any gels that glow. People always ask me, like, you know, because they see the glow powder, like the acrylic glow powder, they're like, well, do they have any gels like glow in the dark? I'm like, I haven't really seen a lot of them. But then again, I hadn't really been looking. But then I was on their site and I saw these. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to try these. I'm going to pick them up. And I had the second glow gel in my cart. But honestly, after receiving these, it's probably for the best, because I probably would have been upset that I even bought them. So just to save y'all some money, I do not recommend these. Like, the consistency, they're like so thick. Like, it's just, no. The consistency is really off on these, and I don't really suggest it. And you really will have a tough time. And I can only imagine putting this on somebody's feet, like for a pedicure or a manicure. It's just like, it's going to be so bulky. And same thing with putting over top of acrylic. You're going to lose your shape, because you need at least 2 coats for this to even look good, honestly and truly. And it's just, I'm just not feeling it, y'all. Like, it's just not a good consistency at all. Like, it's just too thick. And I really just strongly dislike thick gel colors, because it makes it impossible to do like thin layers. Because with gel, you really want to do thin layers, so that way you can make sure that all of your polish gets cured correctly in the lamp. Because if you make them like too thick, it's going to wrinkle up, because it's not going to be able to cure completely. And as you can imagine, if it's like super thick and then already the thumb doesn't get the light great, you know, especially if the client doesn't hold their hand correctly in the lamp, then like you're gonna have a disaster. It's just a no for me. If anyone color of, like, if out of all these colors, I would say I like the white one, because honestly that was the one that glowed the best. The other ones, I really was not impressed with how much they glowed. And you all, this collection was not cheap at all. Like, it was in the 70s, like $78 for 6 polishes. So no, I just do not suggest it at all. If my clients want it, then I'll use it, but I really just am not all that excited about it, I guess you could say. Like, it's not the worst gel polish I've ever picked up, but it's just not the best either. And I expected more, considering the price that I paid for it. So yeah, that's just really how I feel about that. But I'm going to let you all watch, and then you'll see later on how well they glow in just a few. Okay, and this is right after I took them out of the lamp. You can see that the white one is glowing just a little bit, but not a lot. And now we're in the bathroom. The one that looks blue is the white one that glows. The glow on the rest of the pigments is not as strong, so I really wasn't impressed that much. And yeah, if anything, buy the Hypnogel. But other than that, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.